What's up, Suhu? So we're doing a summation notation, and you see here, we're going to start off with, it says that we have a 10 on top, 2 minus 1 squared, and then I equals 3. So, basically, we're trying to find the sum of 10 terms, which is 2 minus 1 squared, and they go up by 3, or start from 3. So it's 2 minus 3 squared, plus 2 minus 4 squared, plus 2 minus 5 squared, 2 minus 6 squared, and so on and so forth until we get to 2 minus 10 squared because there's 10 terms. So the final answer would be negative 364 when we do everything. And we know that this is summation notation because it's minus 7, minus 9, minus 11. It goes up randomly, so it's not a sum. So this is arithmetic sum because it decreases by 5, or you could say it's being added by a negative number. Negative 5, negative 5. Geometric sum, increasing by a multiple of 4, 3, 12, and 48. And then a geometric series, we'd be using the formula A equals 1 minus Rn over 1 over R. R is the rate of change, and n is the number of terms. So this is arithmetic sum because it decreases by 5, or you could say it's being added by a negative number. Negative 5, negative 5. Geometric sum, increasing by a multiple of 4, 3, 12, and 48. And then a geometric series, we'd be using the formula A equals 1 minus Rn over 1 over R. R is the rate of change, and n is the number of terms. So we have a pyramid 15 rows long, represented by the 15, that starts off with 1 apple, and then goes to 4 apples, and then 9. And this continues for 15 layers. So it goes 1 squared, then 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, and so on, because it's the number of rows squared. So eventually we would do all of that and get 1,240 apples. So next we want to do the sum of squares, and what we would do is just using a formula to find how many apples. So it would be 115, and then times 115 plus 1, times 2, and 115 plus 1 over 12. And then we would get 513, 590. And there we go. On January 1st, you deposit $6,000 in a retirement account that pays 7% annual interest. You make this deposit every January 1st for 32 years. How much money do you have in your account immediately after you make your last deposit? So we would be using Sn equals A1 plus 1, or times 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. This is a geometric series. So we would first off start by 6,000 times 0.07, because that's the interest rate. We get that. And then we go 6,000 times 1 minus 1.07 to the 32nd equals the total amount that we got over here. So one important thing to know about the investment process and putting money in your account is if you just leave it in there, as investment goes up at like a 0.7% rate, 7% rate, it'll just keep building on whatever you have saved at the end of the year. So basically, the longer it stays in your account, the more money you'll have.
I'm Suhu. Peace.